TruthSeekah and or its affiliates are not responsible for any strange phenomena that may occur during or after listening to this podcast, which may include the following: heightened senses of awareness, psychic abilities, UFO sightings, alien contact, time loss, out-of-body experiences, ringing in the ears, ESP, lucid dreaming, increased synchronicities, astral projection, telepathy, stronger intuition, levitation, miraculous healings, and or remote viewing. Please be advised to listen at your own discretion.
Won't you come and take me away? I just wanna be with you. Won't you come and take me away? To a place to walk on troubled seas, faith to stand when I don't believe. I just wanna be with you. Won't you come and take me away? I just wanna be with you. Won't you come?
You are now locked into the TruthSeekah podcast.
Gargoyles! Psychics! Everything's ungodly! Dark savage!
Streaming live at TruthSeekah.com.
She's not a Christian!
Give it up, y'all.
Your portal to the paranormal, esoteric, and all things spiritual.
She's tampering in dark sided stuff!
And now, your host, TruthSeekah.
Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the TruthSeekah podcast, back again with another exciting episode. We're going to be talking about all things spiritual. As always, we're going to be diving into music today. I got a musical guest joining me today. We're going to get into some good conversation. Want to say a huge thank you. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting me, holding me down via Patreon. Couldn't do this show without you. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart. This show is listener supported. So huge thank you. Going to give a quick shout out to some of the newest patrons we have within the last 2 weeks or so. Give a shout out to Tiger King, Mathan, Crowlings, Ed Crowlings. What's up, brother? Thank you. Blake, Snap, Mac Daddy, Anthony Wozniak. Thank you guys for coming on, believing in my work, supporting me, partnering with me. It means a lot. Special shout out to people giving at the diamond body level. Give a shout out to Benny Ween and his family. Also give a shout out to Adam Brink and all those other people who don't want to be named here when I'm giving some shots out and stuff. So some people say, hey, don't mention my name. I want to kind of move in the dark. So I'm saying, okay. So thank you guys for believing in my work and allowing me to bring this work to the table. It means a lot. So if you want to support, head on over to patreon.com/TruthSeekah. There you get access to my entire discography, 10 plus albums, all the new music that I'm currently working on. It's already available. As soon as the song's done, it's uploaded. Even if it's a rough draft, it's something I have to go back and re-record, it's uploaded straight to Patreon. So you kind of get see on the back end what I'm working on. So really cool stuff over there. Also, you get access to our Thursday night School of the Mystic sessions. It's our hangout community aspect to what we're building here on the podcast. So if you're looking for like-minded people, looking for community, some people to talk to, hang out with, looking for a tribe, this is it. For $1 a month, any level of giving, you get access to all that cool stuff. So head on over there now, patreon.com/TruthSeekah. And so we're going to go ahead and jump into this interview. I got my friend. This is actually a in-studio interview. So we've been doing a couple of these when we can. So right here next to me, the man himself, King James. What's up, brother?
What happened?
King James. Been real. Welcome to the show, man. We've been talking about doing a podcast for a while. And finally got you. You're a busy man. Ooh. Got kids. Got a job. You know what I'm saying? Rapping, doing your thing. So we finally got on the same schedule where we can make it happen.
We locked and loaded.
So, yeah, man, a lot to talk about. Friendship-wise, spirituality-wise, music-wise. So I think that we can definitely take up an hour or two, you know what I'm saying, bringing forth some of these questions and stuff. First of all, I want to give you a shout-out just to kind of give some background on who you are. I always give you a shout-out, man, because, when I was going through finding myself as a believer, God calling me down a specific path. It was so hard on me, man. I almost was going crazy, man. Like wanting to do this, but then wanting to do that. I wasn't getting those phone calls from those churches to come perform anymore, but then all my friends were, and they kind of did something to me, man. And then people distanced themselves from me, you know, and that was hard. And but through that whole journey, you've always been there. You've always,
100.
like some people wouldn't do any music. Like, nah, I can't even get on a song with them. You still do shows, and we killed shows together. That like, we still did it, man. So
we did the thing together.
You never left. You've always been a friend, like the Bible says. That's closer than a brother, man. So shout out to that. This is one of the real. This is why I support his work. This is why I retweet and reshare all of his stuff that we work on together, even his solo stuff.
All love.
That's what it's about. So. What about that? I mean, what can you say? Because I'm a couple years removed from it. I know who I am now. I'm a believer, but I like to ask the bigger questions. Like, what did you see around that whole time of going through that stuff, man?
So when we're going through all that.
Yeah, because you know, I mean, you've seen it, man. I mean, it happens. Right?
Like
you went through some stuff too, right? I mean, come on.
But on thing I see, like, I just see it as like it's a journey. All of we gotta go through things to get to a certain point where God pull us through different situations to become stronger, and through that, it make you stronger, and it also show you that a lot of people ain't what they say they are. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Fair weather
titles,
friends.
Exactly. Titles don't mean nothing if the action don't follow it. So that really just showed me. I've been through that anyway. I grew up in the street, so at the end of the day, I know
you
real.
can read people's characters,
easy.
Man.
You know real from fake anyway. And everybody want to live out traditional stuff, and something that we go through and God use us, we just ain't no traditional people. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we reach the masses in this way, and they reach them in that way. Yeah. Because God uses a different way, but it only take them time to understand it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's where, you know, I guess the other persona or the other name that you use, been real.
Yeah.
Is that kind of where that's kind of like a code of ethics?
Yeah. See
a G code, you know what I'm saying? It's just something.
Where I get that from is like, I've been had real tattoo on my back, like long time ago, before everybody started saying, oh, I'm real. You know, everybody saying it, and I watered it down because people say that, but they be fake, and they be doing they be lying, all type of stuff. But like I've been, what I be saying is I've been real. You can check my background from the way I was raised to how I am today. Everything I do, I'm always just honest, solid, and just straight up and down with. I can't lie. And my motto is you can't fake being real. So no matter how much other people try to make themselves seem a certain way or act a certain way, it always gonna show in the end. So at the end of the day, when you get to know me, you be around me, you'll know and you'll see like this dude have been real from the beginning since we met. Your name can be been real. Junior though.
True, my daddy. But I mean, that's the thing, man. Like, you know, meeting people, it's a facade, bro. That's so weird. And the thing about it, you don't think that we know there's fake people in the street. We know there's fake people on the job site. There's fake people here. But you feel like we come from like the church background. You feel like you got to be real in church. But you know, there's a quote that what's her name, Lauryn Hill always says. She said, "Everyday people lie to God too. Now, what makes you think that they won't lie to you?" So we feel like church is a place of honesty and originality, and people can be themselves. But it be just as many people in the churches like that, right?
Preachers and deacons and everybody else.
Just because they got a title, they're not exempt. That would be the worst ones.
But exactly, but not all. But that would come in where say the Bible tell you, study to show yourself approved unto God. Work need not be ashamed, right dividing word of truth. You know what I'm saying? Study for yourself and get it for yourself, because at the end of the day, anybody can say anything. A mouth can say anything, but action show everything. Yeah. So at the end of the day, you be able to tell by that.
Yeah, it's part of almost like what Jesus says, like, you know what I'm saying, you confess me with your mouth, but your heart's far from me. Like, you don't do the things that you tell people you do.
Yeah, you just talking.
You know what? Because that was like, and it's applicable, man. Like, Jesus always had a problem with them people who said one thing and did another. Mm-hmm. Like, you acted like this, but you don't treat people that way, or you have these rules and regulations that you put on other people, but you don't hold yourself to those same standards, right?
Exactly.
So, Shout out to everybody holding us down in the chat right quick. I see Jamie Ruckman out there right now. J Ruck.
Jamie.
He said he's been there from the jump, and he ain't never left.
Yeah, he been locked in. Shout out to Jamie.
Gio, what's up, Gio, brother? Good to have you here too.
What's up, man?
Yeah, let's so the thing is, you know what I'm saying, whenever me and you met, I didn't know you in the street. Yeah. I used to live in Atmore. I went to school in Escambia County Middle School for some time. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know you. I'm a few years older than you.
Yeah.
How old are you?
31.
31. I'm 34. So I was a couple years ahead of you. We know some of the same people. All my relatives, you know, the Rollins, the Indians, and stuff over there. So, but I didn't know you in the street. I was somebody. I think it was King David. He had he had one of your album covers. He was just passing your album covers out. No CD, just an album cover with track listings on it.
That's my dude. Shout out to King David.
And you know what I'm saying? The cover to this day is one of the hottest covers I've ever seen. It's you with a backpack on, fully tatted up, and you had the crown of thorns on your head.
Shout out to Vic Supreme.
That was an awesome album cover, man. Even to this day. So I seen that, and I was like, oh, this gutter right here is gospel. And then you tatted up, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I got to get in touch with this dude. So I called you. This is what I have to offer. I do websites. I do this. We do shows. And we got up, and that's just kind of where our friendship started. It was in the church. I didn't know you in the street. What type of person was you in the streets? Because you rap about it in your song. Your songs is almost living vicariously through the past of who I used to be. That guy, is he dead? Is he buried? Can he come back? Is he still there? Where do you like what kind of person, you know what I'm saying, was you, man, in the street? Because I didn't know that person. Yeah,
from the street. No, I came with the album From the Street to the Church, because like when you really change, like it's something really got to change about you. And when I did change, when God pulled me out the street, it really changed. My thought process changed from who I was and the things I had in my mind to do to people if they crossed me a certain way, just my whole thought process. But like, I always been a joking type dude. I love to play. I love to laugh. I love to have fun. I love to do all these things, and that never will change in my life. Yeah. But like, I've been through a lot. Like, my dad was in prison when I grew up. You know what I'm saying? That scarred me. My mama used to get beat. You know what I'm saying? That scarred me. I grew up, I seen, you know, some people get shot. I seen friends die. I seen my family members turn into addicts. I seen these type of things, so that scarred me mentally in all type of ways. But you can let your environment change you to be a bad person, or you can let it change you to grow and not want to do the thing that you see. But I started falling to them ways because that's just what I was around all the time. Product of the environment. But in the end, like, it was on me if I wanted to be the same way or change. But like, I was ruthless, man. Like, when people cry, I ain't care. Hurting people ain't mean nothing to me. Shooting somebody ain't mean nothing to me. I wanted to kill. Like, you know, when you young, everybody, I want to buy that. I want to buy that. You want to buy it. Like, in the hood, that's all you think. I want to buy it. You want to kill somebody.
You want, really? I was a bad kid, and I was in the game. I never wanted to kill anybody. I don't know. Like, y'all wanted to kill somebody.
People I was with,
is that like a rank, like a code of ethics? Like, hey, I got.
It's just something that you want to do.
That's something. You
grew up watching all them gangster movies. Exactly. You grow up around gangster stuff, so you like, oh, I gotta catch me about it. Yeah. But like, it's weird when I like, I sit and think about like, man, that's super crazy. But like, this is what it was. So
people getting tattooed, you know what I'm saying, of the teardrop. Exactly. Hey, I got 3 of them. I got 3 of them. Yeah, like in the army, you kill somebody.
It was a strike. But like, that's super like crazy thinking, and it's wild. And like, people never understand you. Like I told somebody last night at the show we did last night. Shout out to them about redemption last night. Man, listen. People don't understand how much like this music. That's why you should support local rappers and whoever like do this and this right there. You never know how much this keep them focused. Yeah. You never know how much like this keep people connected to God. And I went through the divorce. I went through court system. I went through all the different type of stuff. And like I said, man, like music is the main thing that kept me focused. It kept me connected to God, and it kept me saved. If I ain't have music, I would have been back in the streets. Been back in the street easy because my temper always been bad.
You talking about as an outlet or listening to other people's music too?
No, writing, record, and really just staying focused and listen to other people's music. You know what I'm saying? Because like, it's so many songs. Like, to this day, I can get my phone right now and play that Closer song. Your song. You know what I'm saying? Like these songs, like they just keep you afloat and they keep you rolling, man. And then the love that, like, when we go to these shows and do different things, like that love we show each other, I love it because I never had too much of that. Everybody I grew up with, we was just hard. Yeah. It was all hard, gangster stuff, no emotion, no man. I appreciate you, I love you. Nothing. Like it just everything was let's just go crazy. Yeah. So like this is a different feel, and like that's why I told him last night, like I don't be trying to be offish or none of these things, but this all I'm used to because I'm used to people being fake. And if you cross me, I got to do this. You cross me, I got to do that. So I just stayed from people. But the thing is, like, I learned through the process that everybody ain't the same. And you do got to open up because that, like, show you different avenues with people, man. And to show you that people really do care about you. Really do.
You still have standards, too, though.
Definitely.
Because, like,
definitely.
It's not like you just hang around. Because there's shady people in the churches.
Yeah, regardless,
But there's a persona there. You know, you think it's a pastor. The pastor be doing wild stuff too. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, you kind of think that, I don't know, for me, it was like, even with the government thing, I thought that, like, these were good people, like righteous people. Or you think that just because you go to church or you fat or they crying or praying. Man, I done seen people praising God and turn around and cuss somebody out in the old folks in the middle of the church and, like, had to be run out in the middle of worship. Like, we're all humans, man, and I can always, you know, I like to point out the little weird stuff in the churches and all this stuff. We done been, because you know what I'm saying, we like traveling, going to all these churches. We done seen a lot of crazy stuff people don't know. But it's just people in general, man. Whether you're in the street, whether you're in the church, whether you're in the Islam or whatever, you have no religion. There's just people are just weird in general and have been through a lot of stuff and psychologically might be off or shot out. You know, you have to deal with these people. They're in everything. They're not just in churches. It's not just crazy religious people. It's just crazy people
everywhere.
You know, so it's really hard to just pinpoint where these people are, whatever the case is.
All over the place. They everywhere.
So being in the street coming up, you know what I'm saying? I guess that's not really unique though. I mean, that was kind of like the average.
Everybody.
Thing, you know what I'm saying? Just the average story, you know what I'm saying? The average testimony and whatever. But like, what made you want to change though? Because you was going down that bad road, just kind of, it's almost like the path of default. Like, this is where we go. This is, you know, what's the like, promises, the penitentiary or the grave, right? If I keep this lifestyle up, what caused you to want to change and want to?
It wasn't. I'm gonna say it wasn't number God because I never. Like, I don't know if this is good or not, but I still don't care about dying. That's something that I've never been scared of. Yeah. Just being honest, when I was young, I did. But, like, as I got older, I know, like, I got so ruthless, I never cared about dying, none of that stuff. But the thing is, like, growing up the way we grew up, I never really talked too much about it. But growing up the way we grew up, you know what I'm saying? No central heat, no central air. When it's cold in the wintertime, you freeze. You go on to bed with the with two quilts on. You go in bed with two quilts on, a jacket, jeans on, tennis shoe, all that stuff. That's what you go to sleep in when it's wintertime.
In the house.
You know what I'm saying? Tin roof. When it rains.
What about the stove? Y'all ain't.
Oh, you know you turn the stove on. That will heat the house.
I know. We just said
know what I'm saying? Yeah. And wait for my stepdad to go out the door and chop some wood up and bring it in and put it in a little heater, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The thing, space but like. That's just what we went through. But like I said, I don't look at the way I grew up like it's tougher than everybody else because a lot of people went through it too. You know what I'm saying? When it rain, get the pots down. You know what I'm saying? Put the pots down, catch the rain. All that right there. But like I said, as I grew up, I used to look at certain friends I had. I never hated on nobody. But I longed to have what they had. You know what I'm saying? Like a dad and a mama relationship or my mom being able to do this and do that. My mom worked 2 jobs. You know what I'm saying? So the things that other kids can have, we didn't. But she was doing that to pay the bills and stuff. And like I said, I can't say that I just went through this super tough time that we wasn't getting none because we got stuff we needed and a lot that we wanted. So it
was normal though. Exactly. It wasn't like, man, this is jacked up. I mean, maybe that came, but it was just still normal.
And we're still getting stuff we wanted. I remember when I was in 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? My mama, I had needed some basketball shoes. I was playing ball. Then my mama came out of town and bought me the new Cobras. And I'm knowing what they set her back because, like, we already wrestling to pay the bills. But she going out her way to make sure I still had the things I wanted. I ain't need that.
Yeah.
I wanted that, and she did it. So like I said, I always salute my mama. I'm a mama's boy. That's why I said even when I turn 80, I'm still be my mama's baby. You know what I'm saying? And that'll never change because I salute what she did. And to this day, she still be on to my she the best ever. TBE. I ain't to my Floyd.
So like, did you ever have any times where you would go spend a night with rich friends, coming from nothing, and then you go stay with rich people or people that had a mom and dad, and you got to see how they interacted, and they all sat down for dinner every night, and they had game night? And did you never went spend a night with friends that was normal, or everybody was kind of nobody had a daddy?
Nah, nobody had no daddy. But like one of my close friends, his daddy passed. Yeah. Two of them daddy passed. One of them, they had a stepdad too. Most all they had stepdad. Like it was one home with us had a mom and daddy, and that's the outlet right there. That's the house we would go to. But you had to take your shoes out to go in this house. I know. So I never wanted to go. I said, man, I got holes in my sock. You feel what I'm saying? I got holes in my sock. You think I'm finna? I got mismatched socks on with holes, and you think I'm finna go in here? Take my shoes off to get janked on, so we never really went over there. Yeah. But the getaway to us was like going to my aunt sis house on my dad's side. You know what I'm saying? Where she had the pool. Onto my like you eat. Yeah. You ain't gotta be thinking about, man, I'm eating a bologna sandwich tonight. I can eat a hot dog tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Butter bread.
You know what I'm saying? Or ketchup sandwich. You feel what I'm saying? Just drink water. It was tough, but at the end of the day, it built me to be who I am now. And it also taught me how to raise my kids the way that I raised them. I got 4 kids, you know what I'm saying? It taught me to really care, love hard, and work hard so they won't never in their life got to go through nothing I went through, period.
Yeah, I asked you that because I've that was me. Like I was coming from the trailer park. My mom raised us. She was always working, and we didn't really have a lot of stuff either, but there'd be times where I would get invited to sleepovers. And I go there, and they were just, the houses were like a mansion to me. It was like a nice home, and you know what I'm saying? I remember the first time, and I've talked about this a couple times on here, like, I was over at some friend's house, and I had to be 7 or 8 maybe, and they were wrestling with their dad. You know what I'm saying? He's putting them in a headlock, throwing them, and I was with them. Like, I was fighting with their dad, man, and I felt it was just weird connection, like, man. You
Wish
know what
I
I'm saying?
had that.
Yeah, I ain't never had that, and wrestling with their dad and stuff, and like, but you're talking about like, now that you're a father, like you're conscious of the things you didn't have, or the things that you did have that you want to instill in your kids as well. I've talked to people, and these were people who were struggling with issues, maybe on drugs, and it was this weird notion. Somebody called me up and said that they wasn't going to be there for their kid because their dad wasn't there for them. But for me, my mind is wired the other way. And the person literally said, I didn't have a dad, so why should they have a dad? Ooh. And I'm like, man, that's the reason I need to be a dad, is because I didn't have one. I know what it does to somebody to not be, you know what I'm saying, in your child's life or whatever.
Different.
That's a weird mindset. That had to be the drugs talking. This person was going through some stuff.
Had to be.
But some people think like that, man. Some people do.
I'm gonna tell you, like I say, it always be based on the person, and it always be based on like what you take from it. Some people it can scar to go a negative way. Some people it can scar to go a positive way. Yeah. I mean, like I said, my stepdad, you know what I'm saying, he came in, he been there for forever, but like he was that missing piece that I didn't have. But he was working so much, but he also took time to teach her basketball, teach her, you know what I'm saying, little things. But like it wasn't like. You want your daddy, man. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But over the years, I learned, like, okay, this my dad. He doing everything that I'm wanting my other dad to do. So I'm good with that. Yeah. And I learned to just accept that, and I end up being happy, and I love him to death. Yeah. But I also learned this, and I'm glad we talking about this. I talked to my birthday the other day about this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff, I want y'all to understand this. A lot of times you really don't understand what your birth daddy was going through. See, when we young, we just want our daddy,
He's a hero.
Pay attention to that stuff.
He's a hero.
That's it. I want him.
Can't do no wrong.
But you never know at the time what they were going through. Yeah. See, I got older and more mature, I just been mad at my dad. Like, my mom used to call, he'd be on the phone. I was like, man, I don't want to talk to him. Yeah. I make sure he hear me say that.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to him. I ain't got nothing to say to him. He ain't been there.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
So I started thinking when I got older, like, I wonder how he felt when I was saying it. I can't imagine my kids saying it to me. It hurt me bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I started taking my mind to, okay, cause I never did. I said, let me go into his mind, what he was going through at this time. And I went back, I was like, man, my dad like 20-something years old.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, when I was 20. So I was like, oh, this is what it was. He was in the streets. He was selling drugs. He was doing all these things. He ended up going to prison. Yeah. When you get out of prison, I work in the prison now, so I know when you get out of prison, it ain't like you hop out to no bunch of money, and especially back then. Yeah. So you struggling, you wrestling too. You young and you wrestling, you trying to find your way. So I understood, like I said, I understand way more now. And I don't hate him or nobody. I love both my daddy. I love my kid, I love my family, I love everybody. I ain't got nothing against nobody. I ain't got no hatred no more.
Yeah. It's this weird thing, man, for us, like, it was weird because, and I just had to come to a realization of that, like maybe 2 years ago, by having a conversation with Watchman, a friend of mine. So, you know what I'm saying? My dad walked out when we were like 2 or 3. I remember telling him bye. Daddy's going to work on the boat. He's going offshore, whatever. We were crying or whatever. We want to go with you, you know. Daddy loves you. I'm like, gone. We ain't seen him again. You know what I'm saying? We he came down for one night. I was like I said, 3 or 4. 7th birthday. He came. My mom said, I got a birthday. No, she said, I got a Christmas present for y'all. But I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is. And we trying to guess, what is it? What is it? Y'all gonna love it. What is it? Like, can we eat it? Can we do it? And we're asking. For some reason, we just knew. We was like, is Daddy come see us? I can't tell you. I can't tell you. And then, you know, we went to school. We came back, got off the bus, going to the trailer park, and my dad was there. You know what I'm saying? Just out the blue at the bus stop, picked my sister up. He carried us back to the house. You know, it's hard to talk about it.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I already know it, man. And like these emotions, you have to be moved these type of things because it's real. And these are things like this where a lot of my music come from. It stem from we're talking about. It stem from this. Don't you gotta pull this was your best writing, this was your best music.
That's why we just talking about having writer's block, just trying to make up a song.
Pull it from what you've been through. Man. And that's the reason. That's why I said I thank God for all the mentality I had coming up. I thank God for all the stuff I went through, the stuff I didn't have, and the stuff I did have, because that will bring all this music up out of me. It bring all it, and it's real. I don't rap nothing fake. Everything I be rapping is straight up and down. I've been through it, seen it, or been around it. Everything.
It's crazy, man.
Oh, man.
He came down, and it was like, I wanted him to play Mario with us. It was like, hey, I'm going to show you how to play Mario. He said, I'll play with y'all in the morning. Woke up, and he was gone, man.
Gone.
Went to sleep, you know, woke up, and he was gone. Ain't seen him that since I was 7. Ooh. He's called us a time or two between or sent cards. I came home one day from school when I was like 10, and he had sent me and my sister Easter cards with Toys R Us money in it, because he would get the money converted to Toys R Us, and my mama wouldn't spend it on drugs, whatever she was doing, you know. But she gave my sister her card, and she said, "Here's yours, Derek," and it was all ripped up. She had ripped it up, and she gave me a big handful of a ripped up card, like a little shredded. Here's yours, Derek, and she was crying, right? Yeah. You know, and that was, man, I haven't heard from him since or whatever, but there was always this thing of struggling, man, because my dad in my head was the hero, right? My mom, they got into it, he left or whatever. But when things got tough with my mom, or she would whip us, or she would have mental breakdowns and stuff,
Superman.
We'll think, we want Superman. He's out there somewhere. We can go live with our daddy. We can find him. And she's like, find him, call him, track him down. And we're literally like trying to find our dad and stuff. But in my head, he was like, you know, those kids who I went to their house who had the mom and dad, like he was somewhere doing that, and I wanted to be there. So in our head, our whole childhood, up till recently, I looked at him as being this picture perfect guy. Come to find out, I've tried to track him down, and people, he's probably drinking right now, and dude's an alcoholic somewhere, like. So and Watchman told me, he said, maybe that was God looking out for you, man. Your daddy might have been a ruthless ass dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, your daddy could have been beating y'all and beating your mom. And what if God saved you? And it
rise up being the same way.
And I look at it as like, reality, he ain't no Superman. Like, he could have, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just like, at the drop of a dime, coming to this revelation of like, man, these our whole childhood, we thought he was like gonna save us one day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and stuff, and then he never did.
Mm-hmm.
But he is a ruthless dude.
Yeah.
Anybody walk out on their kids,
You
and
super ruthless. Yeah.
you ruthless.
You're
You know, even
sad
if
for
it was
real.
the mama's part. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
got grandchildren now, and this
Yeah.
stuff goes deep, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's about learning from that stuff
Mm-hmm.
and saying, look, what I didn't have, I'm gonna give you. Talking about the
Mhm.
kids, right? I didn't have this in my life. I wanted it. I seen other dads do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it to you, because I didn't have it. And then, but what I did do, and I do this now. Like there's stuff
Mhm.
like there's a bunch of just something small, little creeks and rivers and stuff over there in
Yeah.
Atmore.
Yeah.
I'll get a spur of moment that where we grew up. I love to go swimming. And that's a good drive. It's about
Yeah.
45 minutes to an
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah.
Atmore Century over there. I'll
Mhm.
get my daughter and bring them to little places and let
That
them
you remember in
experience
childhood, yeah.
stuff that I
Yeah.
experienced, little creeks
Yeah.
and stuff. And you want to give them that. There was an interview, man, with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And it was him and someone else. I think it was the Rick Rubin, which is the guy over one of those big labels. And they was asking about his fears and stuff. And he was talking about that he still fears being a father
Yeah.
because he don't know what a real father looks like, because he ain't
Mhm.
never had like that example. So he has to kind of make it up as he goes.
Whoa.
You don't know. He
Yeah.
said even Jay-Z, man,
Yeah.
somebody as successful as him is still scared of being a father and
Yeah.
wanting to make sure that he don't mess it up.
Yeah.
You know.
I understand that on both sides, because like when you think about, when you talk about all the stuff you've been through in your past, I can relate that to, like, I had surgery on my wrist, right? You know what I'm saying? I had surgery right here. It was swole. It was hurting. It was some real pain. I had to take medicine for. Like it hurted. It was swole.
Yeah, I
it,
remember,
it-
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was down bad, real bad. But over time, the swelling went down. It went down. And now that scar is there, but it's healed. But it's still there.
Yeah.
So when you say you forgive people and all these things, like, you can get past all this stuff, but it's still, this scar still there, regardless. You know what I'm saying? It's in your mental. It's still there regardless. So that's why I stem a lot of my music from, man. Like, I don't got no hatred. Like, when I be rapping stuff about Daddy wasn't there, man, I ain't in my feeling about that no more. You know what I'm saying? But it's good because other people are still going through these same situations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know how to, or don't have nobody to vent to about these situations. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why
Like,
the music,
vent
yeah.
is helping.
Yeah.
Is a good source of help. And a lot of people don't have that. And they hold it in forever. And now this scar don't go from, I'm healed and this little scar. They are still swole because they don't got no outlet.
Yeah. You know what? And like, you know, I just kind of link it to this. I like to have a drink every now and then. I like to
Yeah.
have a margarita, you know, have a couple beers, whatever, chill out, watch the game, play video games, whatever. With my
Yeah.
wife, wine. We like to have a drink. But there's some people who you try to have a drink with and they drinking to forget.
Yeah.
Those scars are still open, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we can drink and just kick it
When-
or
when
whatever.
you get
but
back
these people,
sober,
they trying to like
yeah,
do that to forget about
the reality.
the wounds. They
Yeah.
still hurt. They still open. They ain't cauterized.
Yeah.
Shoot, you gotta get them cauterized with the fire of God, man.
Got to, man. That's it.
For me, it's kind of a blessing because the scripture says that that Yahweh, that God, will become a father to the fatherless.
Mhm.
It's almost a special blessing for those who came up without a father. That
Yeah.
God said, well, "Look, I'll step in and I'll be
got
your
you.
daddy."
Yeah.
You know, and it worked. It works with anything. Like whatever you need, God will be that. If you need a provider,
Yeah.
God will be Jehovah Jireh, your provider. If you need a
Yeah.
strong tower,
I got
a
you.
shelter or defense, whatever
Got
you
you.
need,
Whatever you
He'll
need, I
become
got
that
you.
for you. And for those who have grown up without a father, He becomes that. And so, literally, I can look back over my young adult lives of coming of age and see how when I gave my life to Christ and started reading the scriptures and praying and getting into worship and just growing in my relationship with God, how He orchestrated everything in my life, and He kind of like came through as a father, and like He would give me, I would go work at jobs,
Mm-hmm.
and while I'm there, that's why I'm just doing the job. But when I leave that job or months later, I can say, man, He taught me how to do things that my dad didn't
Yup.
teach me.
Yup.
Change the oil, cut grass, dig a ditch.
Yup.
You know, whatever the case, the stuff that I think men should know how to do that, you know, they didn't know. I could see how God orchestrated
Yeah.
and like lead me to these different jobs to teach me ethics and instill things in me, man, that wasn't there. You know, you can look back over your life, and that's a blessing, man. So you reverse the curse, man.
That's it.
Through Christ.
And you can stop it, and you can stop it with you. You ain't gotta pass that on to your kids, all that hurt, pain, turmoil, all that past stuff. You can stop it right here. This way it end. We start fresh, love, joy, peace, and happiness with our kids and our generation pushing forward, instead of adding the burdens and I don't want to be no dad because I ain't had one. You can stop it right there. Yeah. Start it fresh.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Fresh. Got to be conscious of it, man, and it instills something else in you, man. Shout out to everybody holding us down in the chat. Hunter, Fuse, Allie Graham,
everybody,
Christy Lee, Christy Folks, everybody hanging out in Hunter Hughes. You know Hunter? Has he reached out to you before?
Nah,
I'm just asking because he's. I'm not sure if he knows who you are.
He probably
all these people know who you are, man. All my people know who you are.
Salute them.
You know
Salute you, partner.
Christy Folks is asking to get you to join the Discord community app where we all hang out and have community.
Yeah, we can do that.
Pray every morning, stuff like that too. So if anybody has any questions as well, man, I'll try to check this chat and ask the questions for King James. But you just put out an album, bro, From the Streets to the Church. It's on iTunes. Physical albums are available at kingjameslive.com, and people can check that out. It's doing really good. I'm hearing a lot of I'm seeing a lot of retweets and a lot of screenshots and people who are getting your stuff now. That's one thing that as far as you being an artist, and I've tried to step in and help you because like you have no you talking about you don't hit writer's block. It just comes. Yeah. You got so much material. Yeah. And you can knock songs out. It's good material. But where we're faced with is like trying to get that music out to people. Like what's the best ways to do it? We don't have a label. We don't have a huge budget behind us. Using the internet, whatever the case, shooting videos to kind of get this stuff out to people. You've kind of struggled with, and I've always been like, man, like not just you, everybody, man, everybody we know. That's why they, and it sucks because like you put out an album, okay, you're like writing a new album right now. You're probably almost done with it, right?
I'm done, just about done, right?
This album just came out
July 30th,
and you ain't gonna be like really pushing it anymore because you're gonna be focused on the next one. So getting the music out there to people and kind of promoting it as an underground artist, it's hard.
Man, who you telling? Then like I was telling them last night at the shows, I was like, man, because like it's even harder when I'm just like naturally off to myself quiet dude. So it's even harder. Then like working at the prison, I work so many hours that it's like trying to network and get the linking up with people. It be kind of hard, but God been like blessing me to like link up with a lot of people and like be more active on my social media too. That help out a lot. That help out a super lot. I ain't never been big into it, but that's what it is. It's easy to, you know what I'm saying, link right there. So just pushing it, sharing stuff, and you know, just like when people put stuff on theirs, you share theirs too, showing their love back, and that help out a lot. But like I said, man, God give me music after music after music after music. It roll, man. And like I just want to share this testimony God gave me like last month, end of the month. He had told me, he said, I want you to do 24 bars for 24 days straight. So I'm like, ooh, that's a lot of writing. I said, I know I can do it because you're going to give it to me. You told me to do it. I know you're going to give it to me. But I like, man, I have so much going on. Like, my mind started trying to roll. I said, no, just stop. I stepped back from that. I just prayed. You told me to do it, I'm going to do it. When you want me to do it? So he never gave me a time. The days just kept going. I like, when do you want me to start this? So just one day, I don't keep up with no dates at all. I don't keep up with no dates. You know what I'm saying? God know that too. So it just one day he said, boom. I woke up one morning, like, I wake up 4 something in the morning to go to work. But like he woke me up like 3 something here, like right now. And I woke up and started writing. I said, ooh, okay, boom, these some 24 bars. So I started running. And from then I've been going. And the day is the 21st day. You know what I'm saying? 24 bars a day. The day the 21st day, I got 3 more days. But the thing is, like, I see the growth in it. Ooh, woo. Man, you talking about some raw music, man. It's raw, but like I feel like he's starting to trust me more. with the music, because like usually I go through stuff, then I pull away from the music and I focus on what I'm dealing with, because I don't like putting out no, like what I'm feeling, what I'm gonna write. I can't fake it. If I go through something fake, I'm gonna write it down. So I said, nah, I'm gonna pull back. But like now, he's showing me through whatever you're going through, I got you going through stuff for a reason. Push it out, you know what I'm saying? And I think he trusts me more, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that.
That's something about it, man. It's like, you got to know what to talk about. Like, and if you don't know what to talk about what you're going through, because
it's natural.
Other people are going through it too.
Exactly.
You think that it's just you. Woe is me. Ain't nobody feel like this. Ain't nobody been through this. But when you start speaking about it, you start seeing people like, yeah, man,
I've been through the same thing.
Yeah, you think it's just you. God singling you out.
Then you be seeing like, let me show you something so crazy. I said this last night to my little brother. I said, man, you know what's so crazy about problems? Problems ain't prejudice at all. I don't care you white or black, you can go and get it. Know what I'm saying? And then what I'm saying with that is the stuff that the black community go through, you wouldn't think the white community or whatever races or go anybody. Know what I'm saying? Go through these different things, but they don't have fathers neither. They got families on drugs too. Like
the dad is working.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Christy Lee talks about that. Her daddy was working.
We all go through the same things, man. You go through the same stuff. Like problems ain't prejudice at all. You gonna get it too. You know what I'm saying?
It may look a little different, but it's the same. It's the same plight.
And what made me really think about it, cause like Dylan James, shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Big supporters in 2012 when we was in Frontline. You know what I'm saying? Big supporter. Dylan James, shout out to him. He would tell me, he like, man, all the stuff you be rapping about, I was going through it, I'm going through it. And I like, and my mind goes straight to, man, ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? Like, but people really do be going through that stuff, man. And I be appreciating people that vocal about telling you, man, your music helped me. You know what I'm saying? Because it also, in like, my mind used to all be on, I need to get a lot of people, help a lot of people. Yeah. But I always let you know it's just one.
Yeah.
Just one, man. So that right there helped me. Like, it calmed me down from thinking I gotta reach so many people. And once it calmed me down to just think about just one, it started reaching a lot of people.
I know,
because I took my hands off and let God.
I have to continually remind myself that, because like there were times where like my podcast would, and it was because of the bigger names probably, but we would get 10,000, 13,000 views in just a couple weeks or whatever. Now some of my shows get 400 views, right? And a part of me is like, man, I wish they got, you know what I'm saying? Why I can't do those numbers consistently like I used to do it. But I have to check myself and slap myself. 400 people, that's a lot of people.
Ain't lying. That's a lot of
400 people is a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like 600 people, whatever, you know what I'm saying, the shows, the streams that I get, my numbers, I'm a number guy. Like, if something's working, do I need to do more? Do I need to fix it? If I'm doing something that's not working, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to find what's new, and different outlets or whatever. But I have to check myself and say, and you know what I'm saying, not that I'm doing it for the numbers, but you don't want it to sway you. You don't want to do it for the numbers, but but 400 is a lot of people.
Yeah, man, that's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? 400 is a lot. I mean, after we do a live stream, a lot of times the numbers change here, like who's watching live, but 120 people may watch. And it comes down to, we judge ourselves amongst ourselves. I'll go to somebody else's live stream who's talking about nothing. I feel like they even talking about nothing, and they got 600 people listening. I'm like, man, why I can't reach 600 people?
And the same thing, I be like, I pull myself from that too, because I'll see somebody video, I be like, oh, get all them views, man. That rapping ain't really, rapping ain't about nothing. I'm knowing like the stuff that God give me to spit out. I'm like, man, this some real raw music. But like, I had put out a video like long time ago with me rapping stuff, and then it did like 100, like, on Facebook views, that little 100, something like that. And I was like, oh boy, 100 people watch it, and I was happy. See, that's the humble you. You gotta always go back to that humble you. So like, when I start looking at my video I post now, it shoot up to 1,000 quick. You know what I'm saying? I be like, oh man, I want 2 now. Oh, I want 3 now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, man, just go back to when you were happy about that 100 people. Because that's 200 eyes and ears. You feel what I'm saying? So, and we still looking for that one. Just that one that they can help, because no matter how many, then like them people that's looking at it are the people who want to look at it.
Exactly.
See, a lot of people just looking at it, just
click.
Exactly. The people who watching it want to look at it.
Support. They're not gonna buy the album.
You need.
They gonna try to download it for free.
You ain't lying.
They gonna inbox you for free.
Yeah, burn me a CD.
Jamie Ruckman. Oh, I'm messing with you, Jamie. We love you, bro. He will burn a CD quick though.
Oh, it's all good though.
We love you, man.
Long as you listen to it.
Yeah, he shares them
Either
out,
way.
man. But that's what it's about, man. Having those super fans, man. People who believe in it, like they get it. You know what I'm saying? If you got 10 of them, it's better than have 100 of people just clicking and watching. And I've done a lot better on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I see the numbers, but I get the messages in the inboxes and stuff. And I know you probably getting flooded a lot more too now that you kind of
somebody told me,
got
man,
out there a little bit more.
Guy wrote me, man, and told me, he said, man, whatever you do, please don't stop rapping. Your music helped me and it pulled me out of my mess what I was in. That right there changed. That's when my mind went back to that one. I said, man, it's over with sitting around trying to think about 50,000 people. I'm finna start really targeting this person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because he really feeling what I'm saying and stuff I've been through. He really, so I started like really being more connected to it, like writing them more and dealing with them on a one-on-one basis versus just acting like I'm this big old superstar dude and I can't really link with these people. Like, okay, buy my music, but I'm not finna be messaging you. You feel what I'm saying? Buy my music, but I'm not finna be conversing with you like that. I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how rich I get. But I don't care how big I get. I always want to be like super humble. It
does open you up to a lot of weirdos.
Yeah, it definitely do that, man. Some people just be super weird. I like, man. And then like one thing I always go to like my old mentality, like, don't play with me now. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like getting played with at all. And like game playing, like a lot of people add me on Facebook.
Let me ask you, have you ever had somebody message you and you didn't get back to them quick enough and then they blow up on you? Like, you never had that? like if you don't, like somebody message me and like I won't message them back.
Should have been wrote me.
I can't, you fake and all that. Okay, man. I see who this is. I see. That's why the Lord had me not message you.
I done had
true colors come out.
I had somebody say some little stuff, but like I don't really play with people like that. And I definitely don't want to play with me like that. See, though I be saying like, man, I don't be want like I don't take my mind to that old stuff. Cause like I think, see, and that God too, He keep that stuff from you too. Because like I don't play games. I ain't really with too many games for real.
I would have did this.
I like being simple.
I've talked about it on here. I've had a lot of weirdos, like really weird, like mental patients, hit me up and stuff. But
meet you out at your house.
Yeah, want to. But I have to look at myself like if I was a kid or teenager or young adult, not even a kid, young adult. Yeah. Like and I had direct access to Master P or whoever. I can just send him a message and keep sending him messages.
And they respond.
Hopefully back. He gonna see it. It shows me he sees them. But he ain't wrote me back yet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just keep hitting them up until they respond. Yep. I had one dude who went off on me. You fake, you this, you that.
Because I wasn't real.
Yeah, you wasn't real. You talk spirituality, but you all this. You don't care about the people. I said, bro, hold up. You need to check your. And I might have cussed him out. I said, you need to. I mean, I got a family and daughter. My daughter.
Lot of stuff going on.
My daughter wants my time too. Yeah. Just like you do.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, I had to do that to get you to respond, man. I had to get you to.
That's
this the response you wanted? That's the response you wanted? Because you threw. I'm not responding again. Yeah. Just let you know that it's over. Like you can't.
Stand.
Like you, like you did, like you are entitled. Yeah, you're entitled to my time and to my, you know what I'm saying, attention.
Well, I tried.
I only got so many hours in the day, man.
Yeah, and see, though I try like folks, like a lot of people. If you really, man, like, I be want people to understand the concept of like how much of yourself, your energy, your spirit, and your time that you put into this music, man. There's time away from my kids. Yeah. They're like, this thing, okay, I work 12 hours out of the day. Sometimes 16 hours. There ain't number 8 hours left in the day. But I still find the time to write. You know what I'm saying? On my off days. You know, I got to spend time with my kids. I got to rest. But I still find time to do music. Still find time to go to shows. Still find time to do all these different things. That's why, I appreciate every rapper, man. I look at like people different now, man, for real. Because like if you put your energy and time into that, and everything I do through Christ, and God supply me for I can do these things. Everything I do out of my pocket. I'm talking about from the videos to the album covers to the music to the recording to the everything out my pocket. That's food out my kids' mouth.
Yeah.
That food out my house. That's everything, but I don't look at it like that. I just know, like I said, God blessed me to do it.
Yeah.
But like people should appreciate this stuff, 'cause like you say, okay, I want $10 for a CD. Man, my From the Street to the Church album cover cost $275. You know what I'm saying? But they be, you trying to win? I'm trying to win, man. Come on, man. Just the album cover.
The cover.
The front part. Just the front cover.
Yeah.
$275.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to, like, anybody buy a CD from me
It
or all the
goes
West,
back
it
into
goes straight to the music. That's it.
Yeah.
You go straight to it.
That's something I learned, and that, you know what, locally, that set me apart from a lot of people.
Yeah.
And even to this day, I mean, we've been doing this for a long time, man.
Yeah.
I started back in like 2004, man.
Yeah, you been
like,
doing
getting
way
started.
long. Yeah.
And some of those people who, when I started, they're still there. They're
Yeah.
still doing it. King David was there.
Yeah.
Early days. He's still there. You seen him last night rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
but even with his group, he's told me this, you know, and other people have, and other people kind of look at you sideways. But I've always I never wanted to go into my family's bill money to put towards my hobby. We'll call it in the church, we call it our ministry, just so it makes us feel better.
Yeah.
Oh, that's for my ministry. No, that's for your hobby, son.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't making no money on it. Like,
Yeah.
it's both.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The preaching the gospel is your ministry. The music is your hobby and your outlet on how you do it. But I've never wanted to, like, take away from my family and our bills. We've always, like, been tight with bills and stuff. So I never wanted to, hey, I need $100 to buy these CDs or $300 to buy these CDs, and let me invest it and I'll pay it back to the bills. So I've always been like, let me make money off of what I'm doing. Let me monetize my songs. Let me upload them to SoundClick. Or back in the day, with Sound, it was before iTunes and all that.
Yeah.
Like, and being able to make money off of it and be able to sell merch. And we go to shows and I have merch, I have posters, I'm doing autographs, and everybody else just sign up come up there with a CD to put in.
Yeah.
And they burn the CDs to sell. And I got the whole
Yeah,
package
whole
and the wrapping.
thing.
And I made sure that I always took it to the next level with excellence like that. And I was been able to keep building and building and building. But one of those guys told me, I had a conversation with him. He said, should I buy this new mic or take my daughter to Disney World? I was like, bro, you should take your daughter to Disney, man. It's like, you can get a mic anytime, but your daughter will never forget that. That fool bought a mic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so for me, like, I bought a mic too. You know what I'm saying? I bought lights. I bought a lot of stuff. But I never dipped into
what you need.
the family's
necessity.
bills money or my daughter's bill. You know what I'm saying? What they need to fund my hobby. It's always like, and I say that to encourage people in a sense, because you need to, you spending money to make money. Scared money don't make no money. You got to spend money to make money. You got to be able to flip it, to invest in yourself if you believe in yourself, and be able to sustain your own. Sustain yourself as a little business, as a little entity. You know what I'm saying?
Like, even with just the artwork, that draw people.
Yeah.
Like, you might just try to throw something together real fast. Man, that artwork draw people.
We're talking now because of the artwork you did on your first album.
Cover, exactly.
If King David would have handed me a whack cover, I would have threw it.
And that was, like I said again, shout out to Big Surreal, Big Supreme.
Yeah.
That's the first one he did for me.
Right?
He did that one too. And like I said, like, and with this From the Street to the Church album, I want to say this because, like I said, at the end of the day, like, we talk about how we met and all these things. And I always tell people that, like I said, you want to really do I done dealt with. I don't care about no color, none of that junk. You know what I'm saying? And when they be like, man, who do I like? That my brother. You know what I'm saying? You my brother, period. I don't care what nobody say or do, what they think about you, none of that junk. Because I know when I did my From the Street to the Church album, you recorded that album. You know what I'm saying? You put the time into it. You uploaded my stuff. When I was finna go to Orlando trying to finish it for my birthday, you was up 2, 3 in the morning with me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When I was
falling asleep.
Exactly. When I was on the road, finna go enjoy myself.
Hey, push play.
Exactly. Hey, when I was on the road going, like, being real, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I was on the road going to Orlando to relax for my birthday, he was still here. Put my stuff in, uploading it, grinding, sending emails out, trying to get all the stuff done, man. I appreciate you for everything. Now, I always tell you that.
Yeah.
But from my heart, I appreciate everything anybody do for me. But especially when you go out your way like that, man, I'll never sit in a bad place with me. That I would be in a good.
It's a
spot
weird thing, man.
in
I'm in this weird place. I know you seen my post I made the other day. I was kind of venting.
Yeah.
I get mad sometimes. We hustle. We grind. You know what I'm saying? Like we just go above and beyond. I do good for others. I've always done it.
Always.
I've always helped people with album covers. I've always recorded people.
Yep.
I mean, I was the one. We had like a gospel rap coalition back in the day, and I booked all the shows.
Yep.
If I got a show, I called everybody. We looked like No Limit.
Yep. Call me.
We
all
had
the time.
8, 9 artists on stage.
Yep.
We would rotate the songs. And we had
Yep.
a fun time. I loved it. I enjoyed it.
Yep.
I did it because I loved it. Right. I love. The scripture says, like, when you have a brother that you going through that stuff with, you can glory together.
Yep.
You can go do your show and rap all you want, but when you got somebody like, man, we killed it, man, because, you know what I'm saying? It's just that much more fun.
Way funner, yeah.
Me and you, we've done so many shows together, but back in the day, I would book shows and invite everybody, but then those same artists would get shows and they wouldn't call me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Or I would help people, but then they wouldn't help me, or they would want something for free, or then they'd talk trash about you, or whatever the case is, and you've been over backward for people. And I'm in this weird place because I'll just be giving out unsolicited advice that a lot of people will charge you for.
Yeah.
I'll be giving away for free.
Yeah.
I do it out the, I won't say the kindness of my heart, but I enjoy this. I enjoy seeing people succeed.
Yeah.
I enjoy helping people. Deep down, I know that God blesses me because I do it.
Yeah.
I know that if you pay me or whatever the case is, there's ethics that should be involved in friendship and just letting people use you. Mm-hmm. But I know deep down God orchestrates everything.
Yeah.
He orchestrates all. Part of me is want to check myself. Okay, nothing for free.
Yeah.
I'm just people that hit me up, like even the other day, like somebody hit me. They want to know your connects. They want to know.
Yeah.
And I'm usually, hey, this is it. Do that.
Yeah.
You know, Kunakai, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you got, I want to help people. But now I'm like, hold on, man. Like, part of me wants to draw back and say, hold on, man. These folks
use me.
But then they use you. I had a dude hit me up. God bless him. But I posted that thing about, I had a paranormal TV show hit me up, want me to be a host and a judge on a panel for this show they're putting together. They contacted me, did an interview, and the dude hit me up and he wanted to ask me what show. I knew that he was going to email them and try to be a host. I said, look, I can't talk about it, man. Back, usually I would just say, hey, this is who it was. Hey, try it, man. We might get it together. Both of us on there, and but folks, man, they won't do the same thing.
I'm
bro.
Tell you about
expect it for everybody to be like that. Everybody ain't real.
Everybody ain't real. I'm tell you, my mama told me that. My mama's so solid, man. My mama told me, she said, don't you never in your life take nobody to no interview with you. So I'm like, yes, man.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I like, man, I'm gonna go up and try to be a correction officer at Baldwin County jailhouse.
Dude walking in with us.
So I went out my way to go get this dude.
I know people who've done that.
I went out my way to go get him. So he like, man, I ain't finna go up there. I said, nah, man, come on, you need a job, man. Boom, boom. So I'm like, he like, all right, boom. So I took him with me, my brother, and on the dude.
We both need jobs.
Yeah. So we went off in there. We did the interview and stuff. So I'm like, man, I know I'm gonna get it. Know what I'm saying? Boom. Man, he called me one day. Man, the folk called me. Man, I got an interview. I like, man, they ain't called me yet.
Yeah.
So I started calling them. Like, what's up with them?
Yeah.
Man, that man
You
got a
gave
job.
somebody your blessing, man.
Exactly. So what you saying, it ain't just in the air. It's real because people will use you. They see the difference between your kindness for your weakness is you the one that really can engage that. I know when you trying to use me. Let's get that straight.
Not everybody does though.
I know it, but I'm finna show you something. You be knowing when you be like, God give you that feeling like, man, they joke they're trying to use me. You know what I'm saying?
Not everybody.
I don't know.
You know people.
I'll be able to tell. Like,
because you came up around it.
Yeah.
You grew up with it.
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah.
Some people, they just, hey, my pastor love me. My pastor go to war with God over me. My pastor fights demons for me. Like, they really, like, they
believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But I'm
they're gullible.
Yeah.
They don't know.
But now, I was like that at one point too. When I was thinking like everybody's, some people real
for
because
you.
they saying it for me.
Yeah.
But I think like my lesson came from, I'm gonna show you, my lesson came from my first cousin went behind me with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
After that girlfriend, I got another one.
Yeah.
My second cousin went behind me with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
After her, I got another one. My homeboy that I grew up from head start with 20 years worth of friendship at the time. He went behind me with that girlfriend. Yeah. So after that, when I said it's over, I don't trust no more dude.
Yeah.
After that, the dude that his mama wouldn't let him stay with her, he moved in with us. He did some old shady junk. Yeah. So it took some trial and error with me to get to like knowing like people just fake like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't be saying like throwing stuff in the air. Man, I be knowing people just ain't solid, man. They ain't real. Anybody can pat you on your back, rub you across your head. Don't mean they like you, man.
It takes discernment, man. It really is a part of the gift of discernment. Is you're able to be around people groups. And however controversial this is, but you learn people groups. You know when you meet a car salesman. Hey brother, how you doing, man? What you doing? They patting your pockets and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these type of people. And you, because you've been around them. Like if you ain't never been around those people, you're like, hey man, watch out for them dudes, bro. Them dudes, they trying to get you. They tell you they'll tell you what you need to hear to get what they want from you. Then they're gone to find another person just like you. The bad thing is even what is in the churches for me, because like what I just said, do it for God. God's gonna bless me. At the end of the day, God is gonna bless me, whether I help people. But still, you don't need to let people take advantage of you. It's kind of like in the churches, they have like the worship teams, right? And so you have the singer, the piano player, the guitarist, the drummer, all these other people, like 10 people and then the choir, a whole choir of people who sang too. They only pay one person. The director, the leader, who got everybody. Y'all got to come to practice 3 days a week. Y'all got to do this. Y'all got to do that.
Putting all the work in.
And then, but you know who you got to do it for? You do it for God. That's what they tell you.
But not
this
him,
your service to God.
But not him, though.
How's he getting paid? But we got to do it for God. At the end of the day, I do believe that God will bless you. He does, because he orchestrates everything.
Definitely.
But you don't want to be gullible and be taken advantage of. Soliciting. Time is energy. You know what I'm saying? Just giving it away.
And that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying, like, what you doing and the way you help people and stuff, that's super great. That's what I'm saying. What you doing, do it from the heart. Because God bless you. Exactly. You storing up your treasures in heaven, not here. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely right about that. But what I'm saying, like, when you got an opportunity, don't let people invade in that, because they will find some kind of way to mess it up.
That's why, and whether it's out of paranoia or whether it's out of wisdom, those two can be maybe cousins. Cause like I try not to, even though I made that post, I usually, and told people, I usually don't tell nobody nothing until I've done it or it's over. Because I've ran into situations where people will try to take it out from under you. And this was me coming out when God was pulling me out of all the church, the gospel rap, and pulling me out of the churches and stuff. I kept trying to go back because it was easy. It was always a crowd. I just show up and there's a crowd. God had a different plan for me. It's not better or bigger. It was just what He had for me. But I kept trying to go back, and they would put my name on flyers, and I had got a reputation for myself here. We'll talk about anything. And people would call the church, even if it wasn't at a church, people would call and say, hey, you got a guy named TruthSeekah on your lineup. I seen it on Facebook. He's going to be performing there. He just did an interview where he did a concert where they cursed or something. They try to like cludge you out.
Smoke you out.
So I don't even like that. Like, and it happened a lot, man. And so that's why, like, I just recently did an interview, and I don't want to do it out of paranoia, but out of wisdom, because I got people. I just talked to a dude who I've been listening to since 2001, and it was an honor and a blessing for me to be able to have that man on the phone and talk to him. And this is a guy; he's a pretty high level dude. I talked to him like a friend on my podcast. I wanted to tell people before, hey, I got this lined up. But I know people who would try to. They will. It sounds crazy. You're just overthinking it. No, they'll try to call them people and say, "Hey, watch out for this dude. This guy.
I'm telling you, he'll do this and that.
Yeah, this guy is a this and that and that and that." So like, I move in silence, man, and try to. Most of the time, what you get is when it's in a rap. Like
Yeah.
most people, like we do that. We even these interviews. Like I have had a lot of big names, dude. People they want to get what
Yeah.
you got, man. And so the Bible says that God will make you the envy of all nations.
Yeah.
People want what you got. I try to give people game.
Mm-hmm.
I think just the way I got, you have to work for it. It
Yup.
ain't free. I can give you the game, and you might not be able to do nothing with it.
Yup.
But however bad you want it, you're gonna work for it, and you're gonna make something out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Happiness, a job, career, music, an album. That's work, man. People,
real,
everybody
man.
don't have that work ethic
You
and that
ain't
work.
lying.
Even with Patreon, I've told people, like, I have a lot of supporters on Patreon, people who support my work and allow me to do this way. And I've told people, this is how it's done and blah, 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 blah. And so everybody else goes out and starts their own Patreon. And everybody's doing it. The people, they see my model. TruthSeekah can do it. I can do it.
Yeah.
And it's true. You can. If you work hard enough, you can't just start it and expect
Think it's gonna be sweet
supporters and not give nothing and not
Yeah.
fine tune it and stay. And I'm still trying to find ways to be interactive and stuff.
Yeah.
But like you kind of give people your formula and see them trying to recreate it.
Yeah.
Whether it's for free
Yeah.
or whatever, man. It's weird, man.
Yo, people crazy, man.
But at the end of the day, hard work pays off. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like, if
And
you're
God
not,
gonna bless you either way.
God's gonna bless you, man.
Yeah.
If you don't work hard at it, then you ain't gonna get nothing. I've been talking about this a lot on my podcast, man. I feel like everybody deserves a good life. Everybody
Yeah.
deserves to be happy. Everybody deserves a good marriage. Everybody deserves a successful
Yeah.
career, a
Yeah.
job that they can't wait to get up and
You
go to
ain't
work. Right now, today's Sunday. On most of them jobs I've worked,
Yeah.
I had this weird feeling in my stomach, bro.
Yeah, like, man, I don't
bro,
feel
I
like
gotta
going.
Man, for 4 hours, man. I gotta go to bed,
I
get
gotta
up and
work in
do it
the
again.
morning,
And
yeah.
7 or 5 days straight, and
Yeah.
and I had this weird feeling in my gut. That feeling ain't there no more, dude.
Yeah.
And it was there when I would get in trouble in school, like on a Friday. And
Yeah.
I was like, I got a report
I
card.
gotta go home.
I have a report card with 5 F's on it.
Ooh.
I had to bring it to my mama, and I'm like scared, and I'll
Yeah,
hide it.
feeling
Oh, I
on
ain't
that
get my
switch
report
finna
card
get
this weekend.
Yeah.
And then, so just so I can, I had times where like I would get suspended on a
Yeah.
Friday, and
Yeah.
I wanted to. I was scared I was gonna get beat. God damn it, I
Yeah.
got beat when I showed my mama.
Yeah.
But then it was Friday, so I'm gonna show her Sunday night, so I can go out to my friend's house. But even though, look,
Yeah.
I'm having fun. I'm out there playing football in the
Straight.
street, doing whatever.
That feeling when you
but
gotta
it's
go back.
still there, rising up. Damn,
I gotta deal with
what
this.
time is it? Hey,
Yeah.
once y'all come over, man, I gotta tell my mom. I want my friends to be there.
She won't whoop me while y'all around.
There were
Yeah.
times though, my brother, he would go through my book bag
You go
when
right
I got
and tell
home. He'll
on you.
find it. Oh, you got suspended? Oh, you got detention? And he'll have it. And they'll
Blackmail.
man, we'll be at the dinner table eating, and he'll
Give you that look.
he'll say he'll be talking to my mama, and he'll just say, detention slip. I was like, oh, I get scared. Hey, what? I'm gonna get in trouble.
Either way it go.
Eventually.
Either way it go.
But he's just like, you're
Holding
like,
over
I'm
your head.
scared. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he have it in his pocket. He'll put it on the table. It's a pink letter, a yellow letter. He'll lay it on the table. Mama said, "What's that?" Oh,
Oh,
nothing.
nothing,
And
man.
he'll grab it. He'll put it back. And it's not. I'm like, I'm freaking out, man. You know what I'm saying? He used to torture me with that stuff. But that bad feeling as far as work and Sunday,
Yeah.
man, it's not there no more. I feel,
Yeah.
and I say that I feel like everybody should
Yeah.
do, you know what I'm saying,
Something that
enjoy
you love.
life.
Yeah. Like we talked about when we was at that church shooting that day, shooting around.
Exactly. Enjoy, but the only way you're going to get it if you do what?
Step out on faith.
You got to work on it.
Yeah.
You got to work. Ain't nobody finna give it to you. You think,
Yeah.
your pastor, old pastors, or your pastor, you got a good
Yeah.
pastor now.
Yeah.
He's related, right?
Yeah,
but
my daddy.
I say pastor, your pastor's your dad.
Yeah.
You got a good relationship.
We straight.
But
and I know how he live though.
but
That's why I
nobody,
trust
and
him,
he
though.
works hard too.
Yeah, and he grind.
But nobody gave him that.
Period. Yeah.
Nobody called, hey bro, I got a church. I need a good
Yup.
preacher. You ready?
Yup.
Let's go. God got you.
We started from
No.
a house ministry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From the bottom.
Most good churches do.
Yeah, from the bottom.
Start from a good place.
Yup. And this like my whole concept about the way I rap, the way I live, everything I always started from here. That's why like I'm like the way don't too many people know me for real.
Yeah.
I like it. Because like it's showing me where I'm at. I like that. I know what I put in. I know what kind of work I put in, though. I know what I bring to the table.
Yeah.
But I like that. It keep me humble. You know what I'm saying? I love that low key. You know what I'm saying? Just like start from the bottom type feel. Like with the church, with the way I was raised up, everything. We start from the bottom, work our way up. So once you get up,
everything's
you got
a
some foundation. You know what I'm saying? You got a foundation. You ain't just jump up to the top. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing to stand on. I got a lot to stand on.
Did you see the picture of the house I posted where I used to live? All right, I'm gonna pull it up and I'm gonna show people in the chat and I'm gonna show you too.
You seen that video I just did? Switches.
Yeah. We went to that road. Yeah.
That's the house I used to stay in. Same looking house with that back. We ain't had no back though. That it was a wood panel on the back. We just nailed up. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No back though.
Yeah.
So you know what kind of wind coming through there.
Yeah.
It is what it is though.
I'm gonna
project baby.
I can show people in the chat too this house. So let's see. So for you guys who are watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see this, and I've posted it on my social medias. You can go there if you're listening, and I'll post it in the show notes as well if you just want to check this out. But I'm gonna show it here. So here's my Instagram. This is the house that I grew up in or was born in. Look at that.
Ooh.
I just went back to visit it.
I bet it wasn't a hot boy. It was like a sauna in that one.
Man, it was alligators all. But this is a swamp, bro. Like 10 feet.
You can see it
past
behind
the
you.
road. Yeah, the swamp there and the swamp here. It's like an island, a long peninsula.
Oh, that one you used to wrestle them gators when you were little.
No, they would come out and watch me and want to eat me. But that looks. I don't know what that is. That is craziness. Like, that's where we started. Humble beginnings. We recently.
Definitely.
I've been saying I want to go back to where I used to live just so I can remember it. I was a little kid. Now we moved up. We got a trailer. Trust me, a trailer is even better than that thing. Is termite ridden. There's termites all in that and all that stuff. But anyway, I went to Louisiana. I had to go to my my cousin's funeral. I had to give some couple words there. I was like, "Look, I'm gonna go check out. This is in Bayou Gauche, Louisiana, on the bayou." So I wanted to go back and visit it. And you talking about starting from the bottom? I was like, I got to get a picture, man. I got to remember this because this is where I came from, man. You know what I'm saying? So, in order to know where you're going, you got to know where you came from.
Definitely.
Because you'll forget. You'll forget
Definitely.
where you started. Like, even with your faith, man, like, it's easy to be like, oh, everything's good. I don't even really need Jesus that much anymore. Like, I needed him in, like, 2001 or 2000, 2005. I'm pretty good now. I've got life down pretty good. I know how to treat people. I still go to church. I read the Bible. But and it's this weird notion of that you have to still be, you have to remember where he brought you from and still be desperate. Need him as much today
as you needed
you needed him then. And as super Christian and as powerful in the spirit and as smart as we are, we in an instant you could do something stupid. If you ain't walking in the spirit, if you don't play your cards how they dealt, you could easily pick up a pistol. You could easily send out a tweet. You know what I'm saying? You can easily cuss all your fans out. Anything that's crazy, man. And so that's why walking in the spirit and being close with Christ as much today as you needed him when you was begging, you know, you still need him and remembering that, never forgetting where you came from.
You got to.
Physically and spiritually.
Keep you humble, keep you moving forward, man. And then it help him bless you even more because I can trust this joker. Yeah, exactly. I gave him a little bit. He went crazy off that little pinch I gave. I was finna give him this. He went crazy off that little pinch I gave. And that's how I know, like, when I was finna do the 24 bars for 24 days, I like, man, what in the world I'm gonna be able to come up with and like that? But I'm knowing, like, if he told me to do that, he gonna give me something. So I'm like, okay, what I was around, I thought I was going hard, but now I see, like, there's a little pinch, you know what I'm saying? He's only gonna get better and better. Cause he can trust you more. He's like, okay, my son doing what I want him to do. I can give him a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I put a little bit more on that plate. And through that, it's helping me always around the board, spiritually dealing with people. You know what I'm saying? Not holding on to stuff, like just let stuff move. Just keep on moving forward for real.
Yeah, that's what it's about, man. And always, I mean, that's just like, you know what I'm saying, the law of the universe. If it's the scripture says if he could trust you with few, he'll make you ruler over more. It also says those who have been forgiven of much, they love much. You don't know where I came from.
Like,
y'all see the polished up version. Y'all see
Yeah.
King James wearing nice polo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see all that. You didn't. He didn't go to your house when he had holes in his shoes and refused to walk in the door. He was like a vampire. He wouldn't step through the front door. I'm not coming in.
Man, we used to go to school, man. Like, I'm tell you, man, the most embarrassing, crazy stuff. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like my mama did what she can do. You feel what I'm saying? I salute for all that. Man, I had some like, you had a white day, then you got your white shirt, and blue shirt.
Yeah.
Man, I had white shirt with a hole right here.
Yeah.
Then you had to walk around with your arm down all day.
Man.
You better out think about pulling that arm up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I like wearing a blue shirt. So and then get my favorite color blue now. It's been like that forever though. But like you can't pull this arm up. Then you try to make shit on nothing. Like people want to wrestle, man. I don't want to do no wrestling, no nothing. Don't mess up these shirts. I only got 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like don't mess these up. But like you said, like never forget where you came from. They keep you good. Like I stay in. I got a brick house now. I got central heating air. I rarely turn my AC on.
Oh yeah,
I rarely turn it on. Rarely turn the heat when it's cold. I turn the heat on.
Yeah.
But I rarely turn the AC on because I'm used to being hot. And then like my hot ain't other people hot. Like I can stand whatever. You know what I'm saying?
hot right now.
I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Like my hot.
And I'm in the jersey.
Okay.
You got a sweatsuit on, tracksuit.
And I'll be cool. You know what I'm saying? Because you grew up when you grow up in them conditions.
Yeah. No, trust me, I know. Dan, my buddy Dan, when he came over, he lives in Honduras, a missionary.
Shout out to Dan.
And he would come here. Yeah, he come over, and our AC broke.
Yeah.
And we did a podcast, and me and him, we're sitting here, we're sweating, and
like
the whole house
hooping.
is sweating. Yeah. And he's like, man, this is normal. I feel good. This is how it is every day in Honduras. We don't have none of that. And I was like, it's just because he was used to it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's used to different things or whatever.
Yeah.
Speaking about school again, I have a story. And you may know some of these names. I know you do. Just because this is coming from Atmore.
Yeah.
Did you go to school? Do you remember Mr. Floyd?
Yeah.
He passed away, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He had his head up.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Mr. Floyd.
Mr. Floyd. He was a funny dude, man. You went to sleep in his class. He had a paddle. He'd go up with a book and just wake you up right beside your head. And Mr. Floyd, he was a funny guy. But I had and some of these names you may remember. I believe it was Antonio Crenshaw, Johnny Madison, and Rufus Fantroy. They were definitely.
You seen my video?
Was he in it?
Yeah, he in it.
Okay, I tried to make out a couple of those people.
He grew up on Science Street.
See, I went to school with those guys. That's funny that you were a couple years younger. I didn't go to school with you, but I remember those guys, and I always, I was one of the brothers, man.
Yeah.
And so I was in Mr. Floyd's class, and we didn't have a lot of money, right? I wanted to try to still be fly, do what I can or whatever.
Yeah.
I would wear hand-me-down Nikes just because they were Nikes. My cousin, I wore girl Nikes to school because they were Nike.
Them the same one you had trying to laugh with?
The ones I wore, nah. But check this out. So speaking about the girl Nikes and girl clothes, my sister's friend come over and she had these brand new pants. They looked fly. They had like a pocket on the side. They were real baggy.
Yeah.
But girl pants where they were baggy in the legs, but around the waist and hips, they were real tight. But I had wore a longer polo shirt that was kind of hung down. And so I wore her pants to school. I woke up and put them on and wore them to school. So I have these nice jeans on, right? They
at the bottom, but tight at the top.
Because the shirt hung down, you couldn't see the hips.
So
the
you
hips
had bell bottom from the knee down,
like
you had skinny jeans from the knee up.
Yeah. And this was in like 94, 95. 95,
Tuck
I think.
Your shirt in.
And no, we didn't have those rules at school. I was in Mr. Floyd's class, and we had to turn in money for a project. And he's like calling everybody's name. You got your money? He said, Mr. Grosskirk, you got your money? And I had to stand up and reach my hand in my pocket
and put them in your pocket like this to get it out.
Straight. It had to be like straight going down because I couldn't get my hand in the pocket. I couldn't just reach in. I had to pull the shirt up and stick my hand in the pocket. And like I think it was Antonio Crenshaw turned around and said, "Hey, he got girl pants on." And everybody started laughing, and I thought I was looking
clean,
like one of the fellas with wearing and yeah, that's one of my middle school memories of Atmore Middle School. And
old town.
Man, yeah. And who else was that? Big head dude. He had a big head.
Fifth Tank.
What's his name?
Courtney Hicks.
It wasn't.
Courtney
I
Hicks.
remember him, but it was another dude.
Fernando.
Wasn't Nando? Another. He had an apple head, man.
Mario.
No. I might think of it later, but I'll go back and forth trying to think of his name. Anyway, man, funny stories like coming up. The struggle is real at the end of the day. Justin Caldwell's here now. I was going to text you, Justin, but it was to see if you wanted to come over and kick it with us, because I think we're going to record those couple bars for your feature here now. Justin Caldwell's in the chat here.
Mm-hmm.
So me and King James, we did an album called Take My Life.
Make It Right.
And it's a collab album, so half of the songs are mine, half are his. And then a third of the songs are all of our features. We have a handful of features that we've done together. So that album is available. Hunter says that he loved that album. A lot of people,
appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying, love that album. It's not one that I promote a lot anymore, but there's some gems on that album.
Yeah.
And we'll probably be performing that some of that stuff on the on November the 2nd. The date and all the info is at TruthSeekah.com. We're going to be performing in Mobile, Alabama, and Justin Caldwell, and King James will be there performing.
Yes,
I'm sure we'll do some of that stuff live. So go to the website to get the info there. $5 at the door. But he's asking if we're going to do another collab album. That album was a little stressful for me because the writer's block issue with this guy, he can write a song like that and it's nothing, and he can just keep knocking them out. Me, I struggle over my lyrics sometimes, and I beat myself up, and I don't want it to be corny, and I don't want to repeat myself. So,
but when he come out with it, y'all hear what it be.
Mm-hmm.
He just be beating himself up for no reason.
Well, I mean, that's the process of it, though. Like, because I can easily throw something together, and there's songs that I've done that I feel like it's just a feature. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I just kind of let it slide.
Your biggest critic.
Your
biggest critic.
You're your biggest critic, but that's good though.
Yeah, perfect.
Right?
That's great.
You know, and so I don't think we'll do another full collab album. We're definitely gonna do a lot more collabs together.
Definitely.
And I just showed them a beat today that we're gonna be probably doing together. And then we're about to record the song with Justin. So, but yeah, do your homework, man. Definitely go check out that Take My Life album. We did several videos to that stuff too, and a lot of people know that stuff. I know some people have been commenting here. Let me just see. All right, Allie Graham wants to know King James's website info again. We'll go ahead and plug that again. So go to kingjameslive.com, and his stuff is there. His album's there as well to support that. All of his stuff is in submission for iTunes. So the newest album's on there, Spotify, all that kind of stuff. You can listen to it there.
From the street to the church.
And then the rest of it is being put up now as well. So make sure you check that out. If anybody has any questions, let us know real quick, and we'll try to jump to some of these.
Y'all can ask anything, no matter what.
Allie says, you both have given me free CDs to give to someone, and your music has changed their life. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you.
That's what it's about. Anything that we didn't talk about, man, that you want to cover or kind of plug, or any social issues or anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, anything you've been thinking of lately?
From Street to the Church album, super hard. I just want y'all to get that. I don't care. Y'all got to go listen to it for free on jameslive.bandcamp.com. Just go hear it. It's raw. I'm talking about it's raw.
Yeah, I engineered the album. I recorded it.
He did that. And I'm doing a lot of videos to him too. I'm getting visual for him. And just follow me at Ben Real on Facebook. And on Halloween, I'm doing a horror flick. My song on the album, Horror Flick, I'm doing the video. It's going to be in Atmos. So you want to be in it for free. It ain't going to cost you nothing. Come down. You can get your kids in it. You can be in it. Your grandparents, it don't matter. Bring your mask or no mask, it don't matter. Come down, have fun. We're going to enjoy ourselves. You safe when you around me, because the stuff I've been through in the street, people love me.
You get a pass.
You get a pass.
I feel okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you safe. You ain't got to worry about no fight, no shoe, no nothing. No matter how many people come out there, everything going to be cool. Everything going to be cool.
You get a pass with him. I didn't have a pass my whole life because, like, growing up in Atmore, And I was the
fight,
crazy.
boy.
I was all my cousins and stuff and friends. We get bored. We
Yeah.
love to shoot ball. They said, "What y'all want to do?" It's like, "Hey man, this is what I would tell them. Let's walk through the quarters. Let's walk through the quarters to get home."
Ooh.
No, we ain't finna do that. It's like, come on. I said, "Well, y'all scared? Y'all scared to walk through the hood?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, we're not scared. We're just not stupid."
Yeah.
Like, man, let's walk through there, man. Cause like I grew up watching all the gangster movies.
Yeah.
Menace to Society. I'm
Yeah.
excited about black culture and
Yeah.
gang culture.
Let me
So
go ahead and see this.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so I would walk through there, and it would be like walking through a movie. I'd be walking through Menace to Society and feel like I'm there. And I would
Yeah.
get all my friends to do it, and we did that for fun. And when we didn't have a pass, we got chased out of there.
I
and
finna say
it
that.
got jumped.
I know y'all got chased.
There was one time, man, over there by the car wash. I might have even told you about this, but
Yep.
on right there off the highway, there's that car wash in that,
Yep,
that
off
neighborhood
Main
back
Street.
there. I forgot what they call it though.
Oh,
But
the
it's-
old project?
yeah.
Yeah.
And so we walked back
Y'all
there.
grew up at.
We played some dudes in a basketball game, and we beat them.
Mhm.
We're in the hood. It's the white dudes against the black dudes in basketball,
You got no business over here in the first place.
and we beat them in
Then you-
basketball.
Then you gonna win.
We beat them, and then that last point they were fouling, trying to knock us
Yeah.
down and choking us, and just crazy. But we won, and we put money up on it, and they took the money. And then some other guy came up and said, "Hey, ain't you the guy who took something from my little
Talk
sister at
about my
school?"
mama.
It's just something crazy. It was a friend of mine who was with us, and they're like, "Yeah, that's him." And they grabbed one of them. All my cousins and everybody ran towards the highway to get back to
Get away from
safety.
here. Yeah.
I ran with the dude they were chasing deeper into the hood. Wait, he's right beside me. I'm running.
Take us that money.
They all chasing him.
Ooh.
He stops and turns around. It's like, wait, let me explain. Pop up. Knock him down. They all start stomping him and kicking him. I'm running by myself through the hood. Don't know where I'm at.
Just all over
I
the
jump a
place.
fence. There's folks on the
Dog.
porch drinking, and this white kid just lost walking through the hood,
Running.
scared to
You
death.
weren't walking,
I'm
you were
running.
running.
Well, I ran as long as I could, and then
tired.
then eventually I had to quit running and just start walking, trying to find my way
I'm
out.
safe now. Let me just walk.
Eventually, man, like 20 minutes later, I come out on some street. My mama pulls up, slams on the brake.
Yeah.
Derek,
Get
your ass in the car. They did, and I was happy to see her, but
Get
still
your ass in the back
sad
seat.
because like I wasn't with my friends no more, and I was
Yeah.
like in trouble. They because she went to pick me up. Everybody else had made it back home.
You know how they made it home? Somebody called your mama,
What there?
baby.
Yeah.
I see your son running through the process. Come get this boy. For somebody that heard him.
Everybody don't have a pass, but I have went back in that area with King James with a
That's right.
pass and didn't have
That's
to
right.
fear nothing. You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying? So
Yeah.
that was one of my experiences. That happened to us all the time, man.
Yeah.
Walking through Atmore.
Yeah,
We
it
get-
used to happen when we were younger. Like, you got to fight or flight. We used to
and-
get into a lot of fights.
Black
When
folks,
you 20 against 3, you better know how to move your legs a little bit.
a lot of white folks are scared to drive through Pritchard or to drive through where the black folks stay, right? They're scared to do it. They won't do it.
Yo.
You tell them it's money and they're not going.
Mhm.
But the weird thing is, a lot of white folks don't understand this. A lot of black folks are scared to drive through the country.
Yo.
They have that same. You talking about they go through the
Jay
same
Florida,
stuff?
Yeah.
Jay. I used to get beat up by the rednecks and Jay, bro.
You ain't lying, 'cause
I ain't
you
gonna lie
acting
to
black.
you. Yeah, cause I only white guy with him acting black.
What are you walking around here?
Yeah,
dapping
no,
for?
they don't like that. Oh
No.
man, yeah, I used to get jumped by
I
the
know some
rednecks
people
and
down
Jay.
I know some good people down there, though.
Yeah, but I mean, coming out here, I had friends who wouldn't come to my house because they
Yeah.
They said that's where they hang black folks. Well, no, they don't. They don't do that around here. And they wouldn't come over. They were scared to drive through the country and get lost
Yeah.
and go down a dirt road with an old racist
Yeah,
white
you
guy.
lying. Yeah.
And so, it's kind of the same plight, right?
It used to be bad like that. I had a little thing with the police one time. Me and my brother were walking down the road, and the police came behind us, stopped us. We had some sticks in our hand, because, when you walk, we were young, we walked everywhere.
Yeah,
So it was always loose dogs chasing you.
yeah.
So we had sticks. We did a lot of wrestling, so we had a little dirt on us, but we had sticks walking for the dogs won't get us. And the police stopped us. Where y'all finna go? Like, we had at home. Oh, y'all must finna go beat somebody. Hey, like, he cussing, know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, no, man, we just got a stick for a dog. Nah, give me that stick. Like, give you the stick. What, you gonna take us home? I said, no, give me them sticks. Y'all gonna walk. I said, man, oh, man. So we went to the house mad. My mama, you know what I'm saying? We went to the police station. You know what I'm saying? Mama like, what that police? I was talking crazy to my kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we in the back. Yeah, wait. Like, my mama, y'all be quiet. Y'all be
There
quiet.
you go.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
you.
nah, y'all be quiet. So we dealt with that situation, and the chief handled that, and we got past that. That was over with.
Mm-hmm.
Though I don't believe in all that police brutality. I don't even vote.
Yeah. No, I don't either. Yeah.
I don't believe it. It's just like, what you want me to choose out? Which one lying the best? You know what I'm saying? I don't trust none of them.
They'll never do it.
Junk. Yeah, over with.
They'll never do what
Then
they
first
say
thing they say, hey, folks march and died to vote.
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus died, went on the cross for you, and you ain't saved. What, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about the government too, man. But what about? Let me ask you this, because like, this was something big for me to get over. Like, you know, with my old channel, like before my channel got deleted, I eventually started doing gaming videos and showing people the laid back side, because there is a deep spiritual side. There's a time for war. There's a time to laugh, a time to cry, a time to play.
Time to kill.
And a lot of it, we play a lot. We joke a lot. Me and you joke.
Especially,
we jank on each other.
Yeah.
You know, we have funny stories. You know, this is just who we are, and we're comfortable with that. But when it's time to be spiritual, when it's time to pray, when it's time to, you know, you know what I'm saying, we focus or whatever. There's a disconnect there for a lot of people. Oh, you're a pastor, you're spiritual. It's always spiritual. You can't laugh, you can't tell jokes. We jank on each other and all the time. It's funny.
All the time.
And we do it for fun, and we try not to, you know, make people cry, but sometimes, you know. But you know, it's just who we are. But even when my old channel, I was gaming, and me and you, man, I wish I still had those videos, because me and you were sitting here playing 2K.
Yeah,
I was beating you.
Man, you ain't never won.
You got mad.
I beat you to death.
So we'd be gaming and just playing video games and live streaming it and janking on one another, and I'm dunking on them and scoring so many points.
He was losing, y'all.
But people, you know, they didn't want to see that, and I know that's because what I built up, like it was all serious meditation, Jesus, all serious stuff. And then when you hit them with some
human
2K basketball, they don't think you're human. They don't, because they've never seen that side. And it was like, where's the balance there, man, for you? Like, is there a balance, or hey, this is who I am? Some people may think you're not as spiritual. Okay, you guys are, TruthSeekah just said ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, you know, where does that to be human but still be spiritual and a Christian?
See, and it's even deeper when you work inside a prison, because all don't know that I'm saved. They know how I live. They know that, but they also know, like, man, when I go through certain stuff, like, we got chaplains at our prison. Yeah. So when this dude lost his mama, man, and he couldn't go to the funeral or nothing. So they're like, we want you to talk to the chaplain, and he's like, nah, I don't want to talk to the chaplain. I want to talk to King James. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That happened with a few guys. They're like, I don't want to talk to the chaplain. I want to go talk to King James. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what they call him. It worked too. Yeah. So we'll sit there and talk. We'll go down through like, they know only thing I do is joke, jank, and play. But they know I'm serious about God.
You don't never jank too far with them where you kill your witness?
No, I don't even remember about what they did. I don't even read their stuff. I don't be caring about it.
I mean, like you jank too much till they can't take you serious.
Nah, I'll just be me. I'm just me. Like, I'm a jank all day long.
I think I did that with the inmates back in the day. I used to work with inmates.
I'm a jank all day long because they make your time roll.
Exactly.
And when I'm
they
gonna
do it too. And they
love doing it. Yeah, for real.
Kings of comedy. And they in prison.
You ain't lying. They can get paid for it.
Yeah.
But even when I'm at home, I'm a jank all day long. But when we get on a serious subject, I'm serious. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's a time. You say it's time to play for everything. When I'm serious, I'm serious. Like before, like when we be in here finna record, we be joking all the way till the mic come on. Once it come on, a switch hit. Mm-hmm. And the same thing go for when I'm talking to people about living right.
Well, that's in your music
right.
too, though. It's in your music because you're
Shades
talking about
like Johnny Cage.
You're talking about video games in your music. Yeah. You're talking about basketball players. You're talking about cartoons. You know what I'm saying? You have fun. You have something that make you laugh. And then you have something about so and so got killed. I'll never see him again. Shout out to his family. You know what I'm saying? You have like these deep subjects and then the lightheartedness. I think it's about balance, man.
Yo, that's what it is. It's definitely with that.
People, but see that people they put a distinction that it's either one or the other.
Yeah.
You can't have both. You
See,
can't
but-
be lighthearted. You can't play video games. You can't
And
joke.
and then with one of the two, it's another part. The only thing you're supposed to be like affectionate, like real affectionate type person.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love hard. Whoever I'm dealing with, I love them like super hard. Then if I'm dealing with a female, you know what I'm saying? We on a cruise and different stuff. People be looking like, oh, I didn't know you do stuff like that. Like, man, it's living. Like I gotta live. What you think I'm supposed to go to church? Pray all day.
It's only because they ain't seen it before.
Yeah.
Nobody gets around it.
But like I don't really have them problems because people like most people know me. For
Because
real.
you just always put it
Then
out
like
there.
if you see my Facebook, you see like I don't, like I said in the song, I said I'm an open book, so what you see is what you get. I'm just open, like I don't really hide nothing for real. What I go through, I say it. How I'm feeling, I'ma say it. What I'm thinking, I'ma say it. But I don't go off the deep end. But I'm gonna speak my mind.
You
It's
just know who you are.
Period. See, a lot of people, like if you work at a prison, most people don't want to never go in no warden office, principal office in school, principal office, all that stuff. I don't care where I go. You a human, I'm a human.
Yeah.
Let's talk regular.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. And I
Because you
treat
know who you are.
exactly. And I treat
Crazy.
people the same way. Like a lot of people, like, oh man, I just want to meet you. I just want to talk to you. And I be looking like, man, I'm this simple. I'm simple. Know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to me. But they looking like, oh man, you this. No, you know however they look at you.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I like being human.
it's, you know what's funny
That's
though?
why people can relate to you.
Because
better.
we've always seen people, like, I've seen people, and I always point to Benny Hinn as being someone, oh, bless the Lord, and being real
Yeah.
spiritual and being able to take you into the presence of God, which
Yeah.
he can, you know, and there's a lot of other people who can, but that's all you see.
Yeah.
They got footage of them dudes just hanging out, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, talking, being
Yeah.
funny and stuff.
Man.
You don't get to see that a lot.
Yeah.
And so if he was to see you, if you was to see that, it may kill your this
Thoughts
false
on it.
idea. It's a false, because it's only one side. He's not always.
Yeah.
Nobody is.
Anybody see it like
Not
that.
even
Yeah.
Jesus. And you read the scripture, he's janking and being
Yeah.
funny and using metaphors and
Yeah.
saying you just like this
Punchline.
guy. Punchlines. And that's kind of what happened recently with T.D. Jakes.
Yeah.
T.D. Jakes has been on like an entrepreneurial kick lately.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote his book Soar, and now people are getting to. He's opening up. Yeah, this is how we built the church. This
Mm-hmm.
is how we did this, and this is how. And people are getting to see the business side
Yeah.
of T.D. Jakes. That's
Yeah.
always been there.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
What you been supporting for years.
It's always been there, but he's felt led to kind of
Open up about it.
Open up about it.
Yeah.
And people are just like, oh, this is not the
Oh,
gospel.
yeah.
This is
Yeah.
something else. And we only want this T.D. Jakes.
Yeah.
We don't want that one and this. We want the one that when he preaches, we cry. Yeah. Woman, thou art loose. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
it. Just hollering and hooting.
That's the only one you want because that's what you're used to.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing. I just the last podcast that I did was a solo one, but I was talking about the scapegoat effect and the whipping boys. You always want to point. You want someone else to take the blame for what you did, and then misery loves company.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it kind of comes down to like when you step outside of the norm of what's expected of you and you do something
Yeah.
different, bring something different to the table. I've always done that
Yeah.
with my music. I mean,
Day
I've
one.
done
Yeah.
albums with screaming on it.
Yeah.
They ain't
Trying
listening to
to-
that in the hood.
Yeah.
Like Boy Gospel, all them dudes was like, "Hey man, I don't feel like that's." They
Yeah.
were- and I guess gospel. I'm gospel music. Like,
Yeah.
but it was nothing outside of just stylistically.
Mm-hmm.
They would always, they wasn't feeling it. But it's rightfully so. That was, for a particular group of people.
Yeah.
But I've always done stuff to kind of push the envelope, and but it's always been there, man.
Testing the wall.
Just being eclectic.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Do you listen to new music on the radio?
I don't listen to the radio for real.
How do you or how would you stay relevant to the culture? Or do you try to change to what's hot?
No.
Just whatever you
I
have a
just
style.
I just stick to what God give me.
Mm-hmm.
What changed my flow or change the way I do something? The beat will
the
move
beat.
like different people. I buy beats from different people.
Mm-hmm.
That move me in different ways. Like
Yeah.
on this, I'm finna do like the mixtape I'm working on right now, called Born Winner. You gonna see a whole different rap tone. It's different. You know what I'm saying? It's me. It's still the same stuff, but I'm having fun on. I'm real. I'm getting loose. I'm winding down a lot. I'm getting real loose with the punchlines, with the rapping a little faster. You know what I'm saying? A little more dance type feel, but it ain't based on what nobody else doing. Because I don't really try to follow no trend. Because like,
did you?
We got.
Did you ever?
No, I ain't never been into that.
You always knew your voice. You didn't start out like.
Me.
You didn't start out trying to like find a voice. Like, let me try to sound like this. Or you never did that.
Listen to all from beginning to now. I sound the same. You know what I'm saying?
He does.
Yup. So
he definitely does.
I always been true.
I can play you my old stuff and it sounds like craziness.
I always been true to myself. Like coming into what I do, everything I do, I like to stick to being me. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm the best me. Like if anybody want to do a movie or something, I'm the best person to do that, to play my role. Yeah. I'm the best me. I can't be nobody else. So I always stick to just being me. I love me. You know what I'm saying? So I just critique what I'm doing with different beats, change up a little something, and run with it. But like I don't go listen to no, like it's like Lecrae. There's a few things like these people like you listen to their song. I know. I'm like, man, hold on, man. This man trying to sound like.
I know. That's the bad thing about it.
Sound like, and that right there, when I hear that. That made me not even listen to your music.
Me too.
Because I don't like nobody trying to be like nobody.
I like that. And you can't lie that even like the new Lecrae, there's some good songs on there.
I'm going to tell you this. And people can take how they want to take it. But lyrically and pushing my lyrics to a different level and different, like, because it be hard. I be wanting to push myself. It's different rappers I listen to. Because they super lyrical and they raw. Yeah. So I be like, okay, then he cussing, but I ain't studying that cussing part. I'm listening to what he's saying, and he metaphorically going crazy. Yeah. Main music.
So you will get some influence.
Yeah, I listen.
Tech Nine.
Light skin Tech from Baton Rouge. Okay. Him and Main music.
Okay.
These dudes, you listen to them, you be like, ooh, but they talking about some crazy stuff. But like I listen to the flow, and they like. Make me up my balls up.
I'm the same way. You'll be able to tell. I'm the same way too. And I caught flack for that. We talked about this in the car ride a while back. But I would listen to Ritz or Jelly Roll or Tech Nine. You said Tech. I listen to Tech Nine just because of the speed. Yeah. I don't listen to too much new stuff. That's newer stuff that still sound. It has a 90s feel somewhat. Yeah. Because of Bone Thugs and Harmony influence and stuff. So I do love Bone Thugs. But I'll listen to that to get influence for the most part. And people will say, man, why you listening to that, man? They talking about this. They talking about that. They talking about this. And those same people rap who are calling me out, friends, but their music is dated. Yeah. Like I listen to their music, it sounds like nursery rhymes. So, hey. My name is Stoner. Yeah. The beats are ting, 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 ting. It's like weird stuff.
Yeah. See, but now, by me saying it, people can categorize it how they really want to put it. But you listen to my music, like, ooh, I like this. But then you go back and listen to what I'm saying, you be like, why you do that? Listen to some old stuff, listen to some new stuff. You be like, okay, I see the growth. Versus, like you said, people got them nursery rhymes. You won't be stuck on what you stuck on. You gotta step outside the box. I never believe in listen to the radio, no cursing. I've been big against that. I've been big against that. Yeah. But like this last part, like I said, God help you grow in certain areas. And then I started saying, okay, let me go and just try. And it helped me out a lot. Yeah. It helped me out a whole lot.
Yeah, because if not, your music's gonna sound dated. And the majority of Christian music does, because their music sounds like it when they got saved. Yeah. If you got saved in 2007,
you still sound like 2007.
Cause you ain't listening those secular music. You listen to gospel radio. Yup. And you listening to sermons.
Yup. But I don't listen to that stuff to influence me. I don't listen to that because this is what I love. I listen to it because I like the style, beats and the flows. You know what I'm saying? That's why I listen to it. Because like I said, then it's different. They from Baton Rouge, you know what I'm saying? So they got different thought process. They go through stuff that we go through, or different stuff than we go through. And other rappers, other people too, you know what I'm saying? Like Lecrae, certain stuff. But like when I hear you start rapping like other people, it pulled me away from
that's
you.
That's the Lecrae thing. I have to give him his credit because Lecrae's good, and that's his latest work is really good. But when you switch a song and say, okay, that's the Drake song. Yeah. That's the Wayne song.
It's the T Realist song right here.
T Grizzly. This is the
like Moneybag too. His flow.
What's that guy's name? This is the Big Crit song.
Yeah.
When you got a Big Crit song right after your Drake song,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Like,
see, and two, like I don't like what I had stopped doing. I stopped judging what they do too, because they on like whatever God using them to do, it might be reaching another.
oh, it's
group.
definitely doing
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's people who like that. I mean, I enjoy
If
it.
it helping,
It's
do
not
it.
that I don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's the fact that I hear it.
yeah,
Not everybody can hear
because
it.
we are artists, yeah, because
That's
you know
you're
it.
an artist. I was
Yeah,
talking to somebody
you know
about
it.
making beats the other day, and they're like, they always on me about my beats because
Mhm.
I don't put like a lot of plugins to kind of like change the tone and pull the lows out of my melodies and stuff.
Yeah.
I tweak it, I mix it as I go, and they're like, man, you know what I'm saying? You don't mix it. And it's like, listen, like it sounds good. At the end of the day, like
When I
I'm
get
playing it
through,
turned up.
yeah.
It sounds good.
Yeah,
The reason we're like that is because we get it's different for us because we get to see.
yeah,
They hear the music.
yeah,
We get to see the music.
yeah,
When we record it and we look at the bars and how a vocal
Yeah.
looks, and
yeah,
we get to actually visually see
Yeah.
it. It's a different experience than
yeah,
just you hearing the finished product or watching the video.
definitely.
It's a lot that goes into it
Yeah,
vocally.
yeah.
So yeah, we can go ahead. We done did about an hour and 45 minutes. I think we're good, man. I've been wanting to make this happen for a while. We finally got a chance to do it.
Finally knocked it out.
A lot of stuff coming up. Staying busy. Anything else, man?
No, just follow me at Been Real on Facebook. That's BEENREAL. Been Real from day one on IG. That's Been Real, the number 4 RMDAY and the number 1 on IG. And just stay tuned.
Yep.
KingJamesLive.com. I got more visuals coming. I got more music coming. I'm working on a mixtape called Born Wanna. Stay tuned to that. But definitely go get that From the Street to the Church album. It's on iTunes, Spotify, all these. And if you don't want to pay for it, just go listen to it at jameslive.bandcamp.com. Definitely go listen to it, man.
Or listen to it on Spotify or something, because you can at least get pennies for streams on there. So
Yeah.
you get
Or
checks
Apple
that way,
Music.
so.
Get it out Apple Music.
Yeah, make sure y'all Justin
Appreciate that,
Caldwell's-
Justin.
Yeah, great album. Justin
Appreciate it.
says. So,
Appreciate it.
yeah, make sure y'all check that out and just go to KingJamesLive.com and there's links to all of the social media there. You better find all his stuff and check him out, man. Support the real, man. So with that, I'm gonna say peace and shalom. Thank you guys for hanging out with us here in the live chat. Thank you everybody who's listening to us on your favorite podcast apps.
Yes,
And again, thank you everybody who is supporting my work via Patreon. I couldn't do it without you. You guys rock. Head on over to patreon.com/TruthSeekah to support. Any level of giving. Anything helps, man.
Anything help.
Shalom, shalom. Peace, y'all. We'll do it again. Peace.
Your way so much higher than mine, so much higher than mine. Your so much deeper than mine, so much deeper than mine.
Well, that does it for this episode, folks. To hear more episodes of the TruthSeekah podcast, head over to TruthSeekah.com. And if you're wanting to support the show and get rewards, go to our Patreon page at patreon.com/TruthSeekah.